Hey, I wanted to make another video about um, some dating experience that I had, and yeah, hello, kitty. Moxie wants to join us. She says hello. Um, One of the things I wanted to talk about was when someone just incessantly argues back and forth with you for no reason. So one of the things that I had happen in dating um, that kind of messed with me was that pretty much no matter what I would say, the other person would invalidate me and say the opposite thing. Um, so, for instance, Brene Brown, um, pretty well known expert on guilt and shame. Um, I was referencing her, and immediately it was like, oh no, that's not what that means. Um, and so that continued throughout the experience of dating this person. Um, and it's kind of a mind fuck if you have that happen because someone someone is essentially invalidating your existence without thinking about it. Like if existence is to put something out into the world, then this person is is inherently negating without even thinking everything that you are choosing thoughtfully to put out. So that was really not a good experience. um, so I would say just recognize when that's happening and remove yourself from that situation because that is not a good place to be. That is not a good place to be. Um, Another thing this person would continually do is assume that if he saw me do something that he had done in his life or had organized his life around, that I was copying him. So, like, I had researched dietary needs um, quite a few years ago. As soon as I moved out of my house and became an adult, my parents' house and became an adult, I was really interested in health and wellness and ways to improve my own life. And even though my life ended up taking some detours that sort of led me away from those things, um, I had gotten some really good insights from that time. Um, so, for instance, keto was something that he was into, but that was something that um, I had experimented with plenty before I ever met him. And also it's kind of it was a societal trend or craze. So it's more that like every good idea isn't your good idea, guy. Like you're just one of many people engaging in this sort of like pattern matching for sustainability and health and wellness. And it's at that point where if you recognize something as a good idea and you see someone else doing it, if you're the guy, like don't make the assumption that you thought of it or you're the only person doing it, or that's an incredibly toxic place to be coming from. Um, and if you're the person, or I guess if it's a woman, if it's a woman, like also don't do that to someone, right? Like not every idea is your idea either. So that's important just to say that, I think. Like we each have our own implementation of an idea, which is kind of the fun of being a unique human individual in the world. But yeah, I think it's important to recognize also if a behavior like that is happening, because once again, it's sort of claiming ownership over someone or something that invalidates you, or something that you love about yourself, something that you've worked for in your life and cultivated. And just because someone else is doing the same thing or has had similar experiences, that's an opportunity to share, or it could be, if the person isn't too insecure to do that, and sort of if they start taking everything personally and lashing out at you, which was the case for me, then that's when it's just time to put a pin in it and withdraw. So that's it. I just wanted to talk about those two behaviors that I've encountered in dating and that maybe someone else might encounter in dating, and I think it's good to recognize them and take power back in situations like that, because it can be easy to, at least for me, fall into people pleasing or thoughts around like, what am I doing wrong that this person is having this negative reaction in my presence, which actually isn't about me. It's about things that they have going on in their own mind and heart, and that they need to take care of. But at the time I was not able to identify that, so that's why I wanted to make this video, so in case anyone else has that experience, and also just to get it out and talk about it. So yeah, so ideas that are just generally good ideas are not owned by people. They're common sense. So if anybody tries to say like, tries to accuse you of, copying or stalking on that basis, that is an illegitimate claim and is really just about negating you. So, and claiming power back for themselves because they don't have any in their lives, or they don't understand how to create it for themselves. And then the other one that we talked about was just invalidating in a different way, invalidating by direct negation instead of claiming ownership over the ideas. So directly negating any idea that comes out of someone's mouth as far as interests or suggestions with respect to, especially if it comes in down to the issue of what's right or what works. I found that is a major challenge in STEM for me as a woman, because there often comes up a reaction similar to that, which I'm learning to navigate, which is that if I know something works, that becomes threatening to other people who for some reason need me to be wrong because it benefits them. So, all right. I hope you have a good day. Bye.